I think the real cost is innovation, lack of innovation, right? Because if you
Yeah.
don't have suppliers and new suppliers um, bidding and exposed to these opportunities, what are you potentially missing? What
Hmm.
new, fresh idea, especially when we're talking about RFPs, and really finding that best value and that best design or idea to get to your end goal, what are you potentially putting on the table and leaving on the table by not having those suppliers involved? And so I think
Yeah.
going back to kind of your original question, because I went off on a tangent about a couple of things, is I think open solicitations and getting suppliers to break down those barriers, I think it starts with really ensuring that it's easy access for suppliers. The first place
Yeah.
suppliers are going to go are your website as a government agency, right? So I am going to go and look at my county's website. If your open solicitations and closed solicitations and all that information is not right there on your website, if you make me as a supplier go 3 more clicks to find them, that's you're going to lose some along the way, right? So
Sure.
that's step one. And then how how do I know what's going on? I have seen some entities that have their solicitations much more readily available than others,
Yeah.
right? And I think that there are some people who use systems that lock things and don't allow the suppliers until
Yeah.
to see that information. And then there's other agencies and other tools out there, and not just Beacon. There's other ones out there as well, e-procurement systems that really have more of an open arms aspect of, hey, look, it's public information. Come see and only register or subscribe or hit this button to fill in a couple of pieces of information if you really want to bid.
Right.
And so I think that starting out as just having things more open and honest is going to allow people more in, allow more suppliers to come in and ultimately lower that cost because one, you have competition. But then I think secondly, that cost of not allowing that is what are you missing out? What are those fresh ideas that
Uh-huh.
we're missing out on? What are those things that my incumbent and the two others that always bid on this,
Right.
are never going to come up with because they're these big behemoths.